Hello, Ridgeway Racing here, back again with another track guide. This will be for a new track that just came out this season. It's Fuji. It's a track in Japan. You can look it up, learn all about it, but it is it's a bit of a pickle. It's a tough one. It's not so bad once you get it down, but you know, it takes a little bit. You know, everybody's racing it for the first time. So this will be a track guide. We also have the setup out. That'll be under www.patreon.com/Ridgeway Racing. And we'll jump into a little corner by corner analysis, and that'll be followed up by a in cockpit cam, no voiceover, full lap, and a chase cam, no voiceover, full lap. And let's get into it. Here we go. All right, so here we are on the qualify setup. This is going to be the end of the first lap, not counting the out lap. The second lap would be the last lap of fuel here. We hit the straight. I think we hit a top of like maybe 256, 257. But your braking zone on this one's going to be right where the curb is, maybe a little bit before the curb, right there. You want to brake right here. You got to get on the brake super heavy. Get that rotation in as you release the brake and get on throttle as quick as possible. Real quick on this one, yeah, you can brake probably as late as there, maybe a little bit later. You got to be really heavy on the brake. Starting out, maybe brake right here in this little zone here, and then as you turn in, you gotta maybe pick where you're gonna go on throttle. But you hit that little cone, little pylon or whatever you want to call it. Get as close to it as you can. I like to try to keep a couple tires on the asphalt and get a nice bit of grip, because we want to throttle out, always as soon as possible, but I sort of get on throttle, then I ramp it up. And then you can go a little bit wide here. You can go a little shallow. Either way, I would call it similar time. I think the thing you want to focus on is you could do both. But what you want to do is, get on throttle. Go fast. Get on throttle. Get that thing turned around. Start going. If you go into the little gutter like I did there, no big deal. And into this next one, this will be turn 3. I should mention, by the way, the track map in the bottom right, the location is offset. So just ignore where the car is there. We just did turn 1, where, turn 2 is this little kink. And then now we're going into turn 3. It's a little bit of brake close to the 50, a little before the 50, really. Let me think. Where do we brake at? Maybe a little bit before the 50, and you could get on throttle even sooner than that. That was still pretty good for this lap, but basically with this one, what you want to do is really get close to that pylon. This time we didn't get super close to it. You could get even closer to it, and there's more room to run off over here. I think you could put 2 tires up on the red and be even quicker through there. I try to be careful, so I try to put a good lap in. It's always a little bit difficult. This is turn 4 and 5. This one you want to, it's a double apex for sure, but you want to try to go as full speed as you can. Let off to rotate and sort of get back on throttle and manage it as best you can. While maintaining the goal to get over to the right for what is turn 6. So this one's not so bad. It's a lot like a lot of corners and a lot of tracks where you're just trying to manage the throttle and get the rotation you need. But turn 6 is a tricky one because it's right. It's fairly sharp. What do you want to call it? It's more than 90 degrees. It's probably a good 120 degrees. Well, no, sorry. It's 180 degrees, but maybe the angle, I would say, looking at it, is 120 degrees up. So you might be hitting, call it 60 to 70% of turning around, right? I totally messed up that math. Whatever. Turning around one time would be a 180. So basically what you're doing is you're going this way. It doesn't really matter. It's a sharp corner. Oh, shut up. I totally messed that up. But basically here it's a little bit before the 50, as you're approaching the 50, you really want to be slowing down. I would say even about the 75, 80, 90 meter mark. But you go downhill and you want to get on throttle really, really quick. You can go a little bit wide there too. It's no big deal. But there's a lot of grip right as you transition here if you got your car placed right. And you can really just go straight, throttle it, and then start turning slowly a little bit at a time. This one even, I considered it was pretty decent, but there's more time to gain here too. No big deal. You know, the next two turns is 8 and 9. Just flat out, you know, save time by shortening the distance. And what I mean by that is, you know, don't go wide out to the left. You could probably get closer to the curb there. You could get maybe even closer there, but really want to get all the way over to the left. And there's a 150 meter before the Dunlop sign. There's a 100 meter after the Dunlop sign, and then there's a 50 meter. So where do we brake here? It's a little bit after this Dunlop sign, maybe around the 100 meter, but really another good marker is the concrete over to the right there. If we can see it this way, yeah, you can see that concrete over to the right. Then I'm braking, let's see, probably right about there, right? We'll look over. Not good at using this. There we go. Yeah, braking right about there. Not so bad. This again, going into it, super heavy brake. Brake. Get on it. Once you got to slow down, rotate that thing, and get moving. And then this little set of, what do we call it? It's 10, 11, 12. Well, it's 10. Yeah. So we're braking heavy into 10. Brake it, slow it down, get this rotation because you want to get set up for turn 11. Let off into second. Go. Get all the way over to the left. Get set up for corner 13. Oh, messing up the corner turns. Yeah. So good. I'm looking at the track map at the bottom. Don't know what I'm talking about because my car's in the wrong spot. But yeah, you're getting set up for corner 13. This guy you want to slow down. There's another pylon for you. Get as close to that as you can, but without getting into the grass right here. Got pretty close. But everything was good, right? And then you want to head into, what is this, 14? Oh, this is tricky. So say you get a nice little exit out of here. They're even better than this. This wasn't the best, but you're trying to get back over to the right, but you're always turning and you just want to slow down slowly, get over this guy and straighten it out as much as you can, because the pitch and yaw of the road, you know, the camber of the road, you know, however you want to phrase it, it's changing. It's like a little hill, and you're like, oh, so you gotta be a little careful. You can see my hands go, you know, and then, you know, we got to talk about this one more time. This is such a tricky little corner. It's another blind corner. You can't really see what you're doing. Slow down, turn it, go, get on the throttle, and then final corner, right? Get all the way over to the left as much as you can. Slow it down. Get this rotation and get on throttle quickly, because now you're on a straight that is like the size of the whole track. You'll get close to like 260 by the end of it. I don't know. Probably drafting, you could get up there, 265, maybe even more. You know, it's gonna be interesting once we all start racing each other. But that's the track guide. I hope you enjoyed it. I try to do it as quick and as efficient as possible. Sorry, hitting the table that noise might pop up on the mic, but yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be real interesting because nobody has experience with it, at least in iRacing. So new track, should be probably chaotic, but hope you guys enjoy it. Following this will be the you know, Cockpit Cam lap, and then we'll do the Chase Cam lap, just straight through, no voiceover. And the setups, as always, are going to be www.patreon.com/FUJI Racing. And thank you, everybody, for all the support, all the love, all the subscribes, the Patreon pledges. I really appreciate it. Enjoy, and good luck for week 2 at Fuji. Ta-ta.